time. Hello, carpet cleaning world. And you are with Roger Lloyd and Scott Burton on Markate Monday, Season 1, Episode 2. If you missed last week's, you need to scroll back or go to the Markate Facebook page and you need to watch it. And then you need to watch this one again because this is going to be good. You guys that I've talked to that have signed up with Markate last week are saying nothing but good things. So this is a great start because it seems like they really care about what we care about, our industry, and making us look professional. But without further ado, everyone, Scott.
Hey, Roger. Thanks again. Look forward to another episode. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it sounded like it was a good week. Some good questions, good response, good feedback.
Yes. A lot of the guys are excited about, of course, the text blasting, the 360 deal you got, that the circle around the neighborhood or the target that they want, that they can send the postcards to, the route planner, and then the new thing you're going to get ready to talk about and show us some images of tonight about the the voicemail. Was it voicemail blast?
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So that was just launched today. So it is a voicemail drop or a voicemail blast. So I don't know if you get them now, but they're becoming a little more popular in the service industry, where you may look at your phone and all of a sudden you've got a voicemail, and most people listen to it. The response rate is typically a little bit higher than obviously email and even text, because people are listening to a personal, warm voice. Could be someone that you've already worked with, or perhaps have done an estimate to. But really the goal is to design a personal message to a group of your customers, tailored around either maybe a promotion, or again, you can send it to a specific group in your customers. So maybe it's a 6-month follow-up, or maybe it's something that you're promoting a new special you're going to be doing. But again, it's a voicemail drop. So put in the phone numbers, select who you want to do it, and then it'll go ahead and go straight to those cell phones of the customers that you have, and leave them that personal voice message. Yep. And then I was going to also walk through screen by screen of the Customer Finder 360. Since last week, we got a lot of questions about it, how you do it, what kind of the filters, and exactly what was it. So I don't think we went into detail about that. So that's some of the screenshots as well.
Well, before I bring up the first one, which you just discussed, so we don't lose some of the guys that are just signing in, the voicemail blast. So I'm thinking about what you're saying here. So let's say I'm doing Miss Johnson's house in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, next Tuesday on Johnson Street. And say I have a few more clients right in the area there. So I can make a voicemail blast, and put all of those neighbors in saying, hey, this is Roger, your carpet cleaner. I'm going to be in the neighborhood next Tuesday all day cleaning your neighbors. So if you would like to get your carpets clean, give me a call at such and such phone number, and I'll get you on the schedule. Is that what you're telling me right now?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yep.
Outstanding. Well, without further ado, let me bring this up here so they can see this, and I'm going to remove myself so they can see what you're talking about here with the.
Yeah, so on this first screen there, the voicemail blast, so you can see there's basically 5 steps to it. And when you go to your Markate account, it's under marketing and then voicemail blast to set this up. Really, all you do is set up a campaign, title it. Maybe like Roger was saying, you target a specific zip code or area. That's what you do on the second step there, as far as selecting the customer or their customer group that you want it to go out to. Step 3, build your voicemail. You can just record it right then and there, or you could record it on your phone and upload the audio file, and submit that. Then you can preview it, make sure it's the exact verbiage you want, the customers you're going to be sending it to, and then purchase. So as far as pricing, the voicemail blast is an extra $10 for the month that you do it, and then it's 10 cents per voicemail that is left. So again, it's just a $10 fee, and then it's 10 cents per voicemail that's left. So once you do that, then it's going to be sent out to all the customers that you choose to send it out to. So Roger, I don't know if we lost your audio when you.
No, I'm back.
There you are.
I didn't want to disturb you. I wanted them to get what you were trying to say there. And
Yep.
So one more time, with the voicemail blast, one of the things that I just suggested for some of the guys that are just coming in, for us, or how I would use it, let me use me. If I'm going to do a lady in a neighborhood that I have a lot of clients in, with this voicemail blast, I can set it up, put all her neighbors in, like I'll say, put everyone in Gilbertville, Pennsylvania, or whatever, in that voicemail, and I'll say, hello, this is Roger. I'm your carpet cleaner, of course. I'm going to be in your neighborhood such and such day next week. If you would like to get in on this and get your carpets clean, I can save you $20 or $25 on any purchase of $100 or more. If you give me a call, and I can take care of you that day. Is that like a good example, Scott?
I think that's a perfect example. Again, there's going to be a lot of use cases, and I think that's an excellent one to hit, especially when you think about, how can I make my time most efficient, and how can I target these customers? Typically, it's been email in the past. Oh, I know these customers live near each other. I'm going to send them a quick email. Now text is kind of overtaking email, to send them a quick text. And now with voicemail, it's extremely personable, and the listen rate is really high. Again, when you look down on your phone and you say you have a new voicemail, 99% of the people actually listen to it. And then now that they've heard your voice, oh, wow, Roger thought of me. Wow, it's so personal that you can actually tailor it to, like you were saying, I'm going to be in your area next Tuesday, next Wednesday, 2 weeks from tomorrow. We have a special going. We'd love to, clean your carpets. I think that's an excellent way. Other ways, traditionally, just do a generic blast promoting something. But I think in your case is a very specific, targeted approach, and I think you would see a huge return on that. Again, 10 cents per voicemail. When you do book a job, that's $200. I think that's a no-brainer.
Right. Wow. Okay. We got some other images here that Scott had shared with us. Scott, talk to him a little bit while I'm just adjusting this a little bit here.
Yep.
Okay, what is this? Customer Finder 360. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Oh, you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is Customer Finder 360. So this is for instances that you want to go out and find new leads. So maybe you're looking to penetrate a new market, and this is
oh, shoot.
by the different filters. And I think there's a couple more screenshots, but I really wanted to show you the actual filter. So you go on the map here, you choose where you want to target, and then you can see the radius there, and you can expand it and move that around so it's appropriate. But then if you go to the next screenshot, Roger, you can see that there's actually different filters. For example, We can pull data based on how long they've owned the home. We can pull data based on their income. So if you're targeting a specific income bracket, the building structure itself, obviously age, how old they are, do they have children, which is a big one, right? I mean, families that have children, especially younger children, typically have dirtier carpet. So again, all these different filters can then be applied when you're searching this new market, this new neighborhood that you're trying to perhaps get into or target and go after. So then once you apply those filters, it'll let you know on the far right-hand side how many it found. So depending on how many places, commercial, either residential or commercial, you want to hit, your results will show up there along the right-hand side. So if you go to the next one, then it'll display the results, and you can fine-tune it then accordingly.
Wow. Okay. Because I have some questions, but I'm going to let you finish. I'm so excited about. I'm okay. This is cool because you just. I'm gonna wait. Let me just. Because this is. Wow. Is this one that you wanted them to see?
Yeah. So then once you identify your target market, who you're sending it to, then what it does is it takes you to some of the templates that we have, or you can actually build and brand your own postcard that you want. So if you have obviously your custom image that you want to do, you can mark it up, edit it, upload images, or use one of the templates here and design your personal postcard that you're going to send out. And these aren't like the typical postcards that you see. These are your jumbo postcards. So they stick out from all the other ones that you get. And, you know, I'll say that the feedback has been somewhat. I think some people really like postcards and they've seen a great return, and some, you know, may not. But again, when you're looking to get out into a new market, there's usually a couple ways to do it. You just get out there and drive and go around and do it yourself, and you're usually handing out some marketing brochure and you leave it anyways. Or you can do it this way, which is very efficient, and you can get more targeted approach to do this. And the cost per lead is greatly reduced by doing it this way. Not taking away from getting out there and pounding the street. I agree. I'm a fan of that as well. But again, if there's another market you want to go after and you just don't have the time to do that, I think this is another and a good way to do that.
Scott, can you hear me?
Yep.
Scott, I just sent out 1,500 postcards that I bought from a list broker. I bought an occupancy list. And this particular area called Gilbertsville, it was 5,200 residents. So what I did was I bought them, and then I got 3,000 postcards printed at vistaprint.com. Now, I've been sitting here putting labels, and then I have a meter machine, and I'm running it every evening when I want to watch some TV, some prime time. And you're telling me now with this 360 that not only can I target right around the neighborhood or the person that I wanted to, but I can do filter searches, whereas though I can find out if they have children, if they're like family dwellers. And then that being said, so I figure out the target market is basically what we just did there. Now I can come to this template page and I can upload or design a postcard of my choice, hit a button, and instead of me having to waste my prime time anymore, I can leave that in the hands of Markate. Is that what you're telling me?
That's absolutely right, Roger. Yep. Let us do all that for you. Absolutely. Yep. They'll all be mailed out, stamped, and get delivered on your behalf.
Wow. And if I'm correct, this is only $1 per postcard, right?
Yep.
Wow. All right. Do we have any more? Let me see if we have any more images that you have here.
Yeah, I think there were just a couple more how you can, once you design the front end of it, and then the back end, so you can put a little personal note in there, if you wanted to mention something to each recipient, and then upload. There's spots that you can upload your custom logo because you're going to want to customize that, right, with your logo and stuff like that. So there's places in there that you can insert your logo.
So Vista print out, Markate in for printing services and so forth. And now what you're telling me is that I can put something like your neighbor just came clean. Wouldn't you like to as well? And then have maybe me or one of my guys or some image on the front of the postcard with my logo, download it to this this part of the app right here and set it up for where I want to send it to and watch the magic happen. Is that what you're saying to me right now?
That's exactly it. Yep. And so this is the proactive approach, right? You're going after that new market or new neighborhood. The automated approach that's coming soon that I'm super excited about is going to be the neighborhood 360 finder. And that's where you go to Miss Jones's house. You have an appointment with her. And then what you do is you design a postcard in advance, and you'll set it up automatically how many people you want to hit. But we'll send a postcard that you make and design, just like this one, to the next 10, to the next 15, 20, 25 houses. So as you go down the street, north, south, east, or west, we'll send the next 15, 25 houses a postcard automatically for you. So once that job is complete, rather than maybe going door to door and leaving something behind, we'll send the postcard on your behalf. Say something like you just said, hey, we just cleaned Mrs. Johnson's house. We'd love to give you an opportunity to work with you as well.
So once again, door hangers out, Markate in. Oh man, are you kidding me right now? this is hey man. So it's not even about you being new on the scene anymore. What you're doing is you're saying, listen, we're automating everything for you. All you have to do is basically go clean. We'll send out the postcards for you. All you have to do is design them or upload them yourself. I'm a big person on branding. So I would rather take a clear, crisp picture of one of my guys in their uniforms and then put my logo at the top of the postcard. So when we get there, we're so professional, we're so branded that Miss Johnson's like, wait, she's looking at the postcard. Wait, what? Is that you? Yes, ma'am, it is. Oh, and that you just don't understand how that makes them feel this much more comfortable with this whole company. You're local, you're professional, and it seems like I can trust you in your house, in my house, because that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, it is. It's the trust, it's the rapport, it's the building the relationship. So it's about, either mass marketing and getting out there for people that are just starting. Where do I get leads? How do I find new business? That's typically the mindset. And then as you grow and scale, it's typically, how do I maintain this relationship and keep top of mind to my existing customers? But I'm still a one-man shop, and I still have to go out and work to get paid. So how do I divide my time? So what we want to do is really help you and the small businesses really become extremely effective and efficient. Let us do a lot of behind the scenes, whether it's growing into new markets, getting new leads, or some of the automation components when you get there. And it's more just maintaining and greasing the wheels at that point.
I'm gonna tell you something. I know you've this is only episode 2, and we have just in this season alone, we have 8 more episodes to go. I'm going to have to get the popcorn next week because this is getting good with Markate. This is really becoming something of value, not just to show that Markate can definitely handle what we need to handle, but your marketing, You're doing more than just CRM. You're doing business services. You're not just saying, this is what we have to offer to all of our service industry, take it or leave it. What you're doing is you're making it so much easier. I'm serious about spending my prime time with my prime time. I don't want to be putting labels and stamps on postcards, but it's such a necessary evil.
Yeah.
But not only are you helping us, but you're helping us build a name with the neighborhood 360. What they don't understand, I'm pretty sure you do. They don't understand is that when you go to a grocery store and I don't know, you walk down the aisles. If you don't have one person to say, hi, Roger, how are you? Hey, Miss Johnson, how are you? Oh, I meant to call you. And then maybe you go down the meat aisle or something and you say, hi, Susie, hi, Roger, how are you? I got to get you over there to clean my carpet. You're not building a name for yourself in the neighborhood. You have so many guys that are just so in love with Facebook and social media, and they're controlling you. You're not controlling them. They say, yeah, you can pick a target area, but you have to pick a range, and then the person has to be active on Facebook, and you have to hope that they call you. And there's so many people that are not active on Facebook that you just don't understand. That postcard, that 360 postcard, if you put the right content on it, letting them know you're the neighborhood carpet cleaner and that you have a variety of their neighbors that you clean for, this has helped branding you in a way that Facebook just can't do it, because everyone's, like I have my mother, for instance, she's 75 years old. She has a couple dollars and she is not cleaning her carpet. She's very clean, but she is not cleaning her carpet. She's not going to ever be on Facebook. She's a God-fearing woman. She just does not do social media, but she will pay top dollar for cleanliness. So if I just put all my bucket and hopes and dreams into Facebook and Google, I would never get her. That's one client I wouldn't get.
Yeah, and it is the brand awareness, and people talk, and once people start talking, it just creates that, wow, that Roger, he's everywhere, he must be good, right? I mean, he's got this whole block covered, he must be good. I'm going to give him a call, I'm going to use him. It really is creating that presence that you're huge, but really you may just be a one-man shop. So it gives you a shot to compete with the other, big name corporations out there, really helping the little guy out, making it more effective, more efficient, and cost sensitive on how you do it. And that's really what we're trying to do, is enable you guys to grow your businesses in a manner that you can both scale and afford to do so, and not charge you an arm and a leg to do it.
Right. And then most of all, I'm just going to add this tidbit. You don't have to drive 35 and 40 miles to get to $100 job. I never understand when I have guys that call me, Roger, I'm interested in purchasing your marketing. I just did a job today. Oh yeah, how long did it take you? Well, it took me an hour and a half to get there. What? Oh, I hope that was a good job. No, I only made $100. What? They need this neighborhood 360 more than they ever know. They really do.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, we have about 5 more minutes on the episode 2. What can you tell us to take us home, or tell us what you're thinking about? You're going to tell us next week. What can we expect from Markate?
We're still working on some improvements, some new features coming. The voicemail drop was obviously our one that we've been working on for about a month or so, or a couple of months. That was a big one for us. So I'm excited to hear some of the feedback and the results on that in comparison to the text blast. I think that'll be a good one that will produce some results and get some bookings and some jobs scheduled. We've gotten a lot of recommendations on or suggestions on how function features, how this should flow, how the work order should look, and stuff like that. So we do make some tweaks, and I think I've let some of you guys know that we do try to come out every week or two with an update. So depending on the code, when we can get it out. And then, as you know, there's an approval process that goes through both, Apple or Google and Apple Store or the Google Store. They have to approve those changes and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and people say, why can't you just fix it? And trust me, the coders are probably faster than people over there at Apple or Google approving it. But you got to keep in mind, we submit it, and then it can sit there for as long as they want before they can actually approve it. And they look at it and see what changes have done, and then it's approved, and then we can release it to the public. So there's a process, and we're always working on it and tweaking it. But send the feedback, send the suggestions, because I guarantee you're not the only one. And obviously, the more people we can help with one release or one update, the better, right? So really, just stay vocal. Let us know. Be patient with us. We're working on everything we can. But yeah, it's been an awesome experience. So we appreciate everything you're doing, Roger, and all the knowledge you're giving to the industry. And we just want to help, you guys out and really just put a product out there, a platform, like you were saying, that you don't have to go and do, and go here to do postcards and go there to do email blasts and go here to do your finances, and give Markate a shot. Let us at least try to help you in one of those areas, and then you'll see how they're so tightly integrated that it really truly makes sense to just have one platform that can do it all, and you don't have to worry about migrating data and imports and exports, and then it gets messy and it doesn't work, and you're spending so much time on those imports and exports that it's not efficient. So we can try to do everything: market, CRM, operations, financing. Ask us. We'll see what we can do to help you out.
I just hope that over the next couple months, as your name, your brand is spreading in our industry, at least, as the go-to CRM for our industry. I just hope you're still able to get some sleep at night.
Me too. It's worth it, though.
Yes.
It's like my little baby, right? I mean, it's so worth it. Late nights, sleepless nights, but getting calls, texts at all hours, but it's worth it. So.
Well, I'm glad, for one, to have met you and your beautiful wife that is helping us so much with our lack of CRM knowledge and how to use the platform. And, Scott, I have heard nothing but good things. And I want to say this to everyone that is watching and that will be watching. The trial offer will cost you nothing. Even if you're using another CRM, after watching the first season of Markate Monday, it'll be at least 10 episodes before we go to season 2, because by that time they will have advanced, because they'll have so many carpet cleaners under their belt. They will have so much more, like the different things that Scott is telling you. But right now, excuse me, we just need to bring you in so you can learn about the voicemail blast, and you can use it effectively. Text blasting. Well, I think Courtney Lee has already said enough on text blasting and how he's using it. But the neighborhood 360, which he pointed out, I asked Scott to bring some screenshots in here so he could show you. You just don't understand what I just told you about going to your local grocery store, and at least 2 people in the grocery store say, hey, Roger, I need to get up with you. How you been? Or you say hi to them and you let them know it's time. It's nothing about being known in your own neighborhood to make you feel like you're really running a business. And I'm here to say, listening to Scott Burton tonight, Markate is really going to be your only option if you want to grow. I'm not saying it's not your only option to have someone, handle your customers and your database and all that. Of course they're not, but they care about what you care about, the cleaner. And if you don't know it yet, you have to be a businessman as well as you can clean. So with their way of helping you, especially get known in your neighborhood, it's really a no-brainer.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Roger. Yep. That sums it up perfectly.
All right. Now,
Yep.
Scott, what is it? Markate.com. How do they get to your Facebook? Well, we need to put that link up there or something. Well, they can message me like they have been, but it would be so much more efficient if either you or Julia can in the comment box, just put the link to your Facebook page or your website, whichever way you want them to communicate with you. And just put, them, what to put, trial offer or whatever, and just let them taste of what's yet to be the go-to for the carpet cleaning industry, Markate.
Yeah, we can do that. We can set up the link. Yeah, we probably should have done that. But yeah, market.com. Sign up for your 2-week free trial. And I know a lot of people try to import their list from other CRMs, and I know that can take a day or two, or sometimes we get it done quickly, just depending on what we're working on. Just be patient. If it does take us a few days to import it during your trial, we'll work with you. That I don't want that to be a hindrance moving forward. But yeah, try to email or text. I can submit it. I don't know if I email you, Courtney, if you put it up here on this, but market.com or Scott, SCOTT at market, MARKATE.com.
Got it. Well, thank you so much, Scott, for taking a half an hour every Monday night because I know you're getting some business, but you're really helping us. You're helping us more than you'll ever know. So yeah. I thank you, and everyone. Season 1, episode 2 is ending. Make sure you're here next week, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. If you're over there out west, it's like something like 6:00 your time. But you can always watch it, and you can always go to Markate.com with their webpage or their Facebook page there. I will always place the season episodes on there as well. And hopefully you'll use Markate to your benefit for many years to come. Thank you, Scott. A's stand for applause. Let's see a lot of A's down there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Roger. Have a good night.
You too.